Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike here with the watch list video for Thursday, April 25th. Um, my apologies if I miss out on some of you as far as going over, some of the highlights or tipping my hat to some of you in chat because there's so many ideas being posted or so many good ideas being posted, and I just try to zone in on two or three in these videos, right? So I know I miss some people's never on purpose. Let me throw this up real quick. Pause the video if you haven't read that. I think most of you have, right? But in case you're new, that's a brief description of what we're all about. So anyway, there's the SPY. Kind of a boring day in that light. I made a video and posted it on StockTwits and Twitter from some morning highlights in AMST, CZOO, and WISA. Some of the calls in the room today. Then late in the day, POET, I think it was Jacob KL gave this idea. So it wasn't in the morning video, but see how it came up? This is Poet. This was the opening 5-minute candle, topped out at 212. And this is for anybody that wasn't there today. Or if you left early, you missed a really nice late day trade. So then it comes up and hits 2, and you sort of have that cup and handle. So now you have a whole number inflection point if it breaks through 2, knowing that the earlier high of day is just 12 cents above. Jacob put out the idea well before it triggered back through 2, right? And it breaks 2 and pretty darn quickly to 234 without ever even retesting 2. I thought that's a pretty cool call, and it was a nice late day setup there. So I'll give a hat tip to him. And then the other hat tips are in the video, or some of them, right, that I put on Twitter and StockTwits. All right, so let me go into what we're watching for tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and throw BOF on there, big volume, closing well off its highs, but you guys know, sometimes we get that second day setup, right? WISA, really good to us yesterday, also a good trade in it today. Is it done? I don't know. It looks like you could argue, hey, it found support here, and maybe it's back up to test some of these highs. So it is a recent high flyer, so it lands on my radar. CZOO, it's already had a big 2-day run. I feel like it needs to rest, but as traders, we do want to keep that one. The way it's been acting, we want to keep that one on watch. PARA, I mentioned it coming into yesterday. I put in an inside day, so I still think it's worth watching. One of those perpetual buyout rumors, but maybe we get a rumor while we're watching it in a good setup. AIRE, you can't really see anything there. If I zoom in, though, you can kind of see today's big candle. From a low of 58 cents to a high of $1.25. That's an impressive move. It doubled today. So we're going to watch that one tomorrow, see if we get a setup. What's next? DJT looked like it was trying to roll over and really right back up into this recent range it's been in, and a nice pop today. So let's just keep that one on our radar. PALI. This is one of those, if you're like me and you hear me talk about this all the time in the chat room, right? I notice when stocks have gaps up and get slapped down repeatedly over and over. And this kind of has that look of one of those stocks. Here, then again here, and then again here. But if it does start to curl up, this is one that shorts make a killing in every time it gaps up, right? So if it does start to curl up tomorrow, maybe challenge these highs up here, right here, this one could squeeze because you might have some shorts caught. Having said that, right now it's still in the category of, hey, this thing never follows through after a gap up. So it's just a watch list stock. We'll see if it gives any kind of indication that it might squeeze. MULN, big volume today and a pretty strong day. The range on today was 281 to 409 before settling in at 377. That could certainly have a follow-through day tomorrow. I didn't type that right. ACB had this big pop yesterday. Today, an inside day. It never broke yesterday's high, so I'm watching that for a possible third day play. Let's keep our eyes on that one together. RBBN, nice day. I look at this chart and immediately think this could have 2 potential catalysts tomorrow, maybe 3, depending on the intraday setup, right? But we know that if it breaks today's high, which was 341, you look to the left and say, hey, the next high is 365. So that makes it kind of interesting. Let me go to a year chart instead. It doesn't really look any better. And then maybe we get some kind of red to green tomorrow with knowing, below that 341. So this one could give us one of the setups we look for. EDBL is spready. I don't like it, but it had big volume the other day, and it's holding up fairly well. This one, like, it's a recent reverse split, I believe. So tiny float. If this gets a headline, sometimes with a recent reverse split, all you need is a headline and the thing can be off to the races. So it's holding up well enough. I'm going to put it on a chart. And then lastly, I'm going PROK. I don't have a very big list today. Had a nice pop and, you know, came back down and is right back up. So interesting to me. A couple mentions here, not as trades, but in case you didn't see in after hours, META reported earnings. So there's the daily before they reported, 493.50. As I'm talking to you, it's trading at 415.98. So huge gap down tomorrow. So that could hurt the market. That's a big name. And speaking of big names, IBM, there's the daily. 184.10 is where they closed. Trading at 169.11 right now. So all the way down right about here. So there's a couple big names, potentially big gaps down in the morning. So anyway, just something to keep us all grounded and make sure that we're aware of that. Let's work together like we always do in the pre-market and add some gappers to this daily list, and you know, stay vigilant and find some intraday setups like we did today. And that's it for me. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.